Hello, everyone, and welcome to Chat with Nene Alice. If this is your first time tuning in to Chat with Nene Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. Viewers, today we are going to talk about how to manage your money. How do you manage your money as somebody who has so many competing priorities? Firstly, I want to talk about the 50-30 rule for managing your money. And that is the basic rule, particularly those of you who are receiving salaries on a monthly basis. After you have received your salary, you need to divide it into three categories, which I normally call the 50-30-20 rule. First of all, the 50% is for my needs, my immediate needs, and the 30% is for my wants, those things that I want to do, and the 20% is for my savings. You might ask, what's the difference between needs and wants? For me, my needs are I have to eat, I have to pay my rent, I have to pay my telephone bills, and all of that. Those are what I consider as my needs. And for my wants, can be like clothes, shoes, perfume, or something like that. My wants are not as urgent as my needs. And then I have the 20%, which is for savings. So for every month that I receive salary, I try to ensure that I save something, at least 20% of what I receive. And sometimes you might have to pay some debt, and you put that under some of the things you save your 20% for, because it's so common in Sierra Leone that sometimes you have things that you have to pay for. And by keeping regularly your expense in a balanced way, it also helps you to, maintain the way you spend. You can put your money into other things and make it very efficient. For example, you can put your money into a business venture. The 20% that you're saving, you can put it into a business venture, and it brings some more profit for you that you can save. So why is it important for you to manage your money? When you start managing your finance, you'll have a better perspective of where and how you're spending your money. Because sometimes you work for the whole month, and at the end of the day, you even don't realize what you worked for, and you don't have anything that you can lay your hands on. Because so when you manage your money, you in the 50-30-20% rule, it helps you to keep your budget in check. It increases your savings, and with good personal financial management, it's also learn you to control your money and how you can achieve some of your financial goals, because we all have financial goals that we have set ourselves. So by managing your money well, you are able to meet your financial goals. You are able to meet some things that you have planned to meet. In some other countries where they do not have issues of inflation like the way we are having in Sierra Leone, people will say by 2025, I will want to save up to this amount. So that is why sometimes people save their money to that, and that is their financial goal. And so by the time you get you get to 2025, you already know what you want to do with that amount of money that you have saved. So there are principles for managing your money. First, you have to be consistent. You don't say this month I'm going to put 50% for my needs, 30% for my wants, and the following month you use 100% on just needs. I do understand the situation, but you have to be very consistent. You have to have timeliness. You have to know that at the end of every month I should be saving this, and you need to convince yourself. You need to have a justification for saving that money, because sometimes you don't have a justification for saving, so you spend it. Okay, and you need to have documentation. So that's why we have bank accounts. You go to the bank and you save your money, and they give you a certificate that you have saved this money. There are other things that you can put your money into. You have treasury bearer bonds or treasury bearer bills that gives you some amount of profit. So you go and you put your money into that. There are some community ventures like the village savings and loans that are also ongoing that people can be part of if you don't live in places where you don't have places that do not have banks. You can also invest your money in some of the Osusu plans that we have, so that at the end of the month you are able to take, some social, some good sum that you can use. So the other thing is, how much saving should I have at a particular age? Some people, by the time they turn 30 and they have a job or they're in a business, they set themselves financial goals to say, by the age of 30, I want to have this amount of money, or by the age of 50, I want to have this amount of age, this amount of money. Sorry, I've been saying age, this amount of money. So you have to plan yourself. And normally, in my country, most times we will say a fool at 40 is a fool forever. So if at 40 you do not know what you want to do with the money that you're saving, then you need to begin to think about it critically. Not to talk about when you're approaching 50 or 60, that is retirement, because all of that you need to plan for. Otherwise, if you don't plan for it, then you are in a big mess. So you know that every month you have to save some amount of money in your account. So you need to set aside your money. You have financial goals. You have to stay focused with your financial goal. You have to be determined that this is the amount of money I will use for my wants, and this is what I will use for my needs. That is why in Sierra Leone we say, cut your coat according to your size. You don't get involved in things that will put you in unnecessary expenditure, or to spend money in ways that you do not want. Avoid or reduce the way you spend money. And I know for us women, we have that weakness. Sometimes you go to the market, you have proposed yourself to spend 10,000 leones. By the time you get to the market, you are now spending 100,000 leones. Yes, the prices are going up, things are not the way they used to be, but you need to have that financial discipline. Don't pay attention to peer pressure when it comes to money. Sometimes you have some people who will tell you um, that they have invested in this, they have put their money in this, and it's working for them. The cases are different. It might work for Jack, but it will not work for Jill. So when you want to spend, you have to convince yourself. Let nobody put you under pressure to spend your money. Okay? And you have to also realize that there are so many things that you have to put your money on. That is why on a weekly basis, you have to track your expenditure. Go for your statement, look at your savings, see how you are making withdrawals, keep your budget in check. Okay, if you know you do not have money, don't travel, don't make vacation trip. You can stay and look for a cheaper place where you can have a very nice vacation. Okay, and in terms of how do you spend your money wisely, I just want to advise you that just track your finances, think about your long-term benefits and goals that you want to put your money on. Only put your money into an investment that you are sure of. An investment that you are sure of. Stop trying to impress other people that you have money. You don't need to impress anyone. By the way, I want to also let you know that if you impress me with money, it doesn't create any impact. The person will just take you, help you to spend your money frivolously. Stop trying to figure out what habits that will drain your budget. So those habits that will drain your budget, you stop it. For example, if drinking is draining your budget, stop drinking, or reduce the amount of drinks that you get for yourself. If smoking is reducing your amount of money, stop it or reduce what you are doing. Learn to value your savings. Okay, learn to value your savings. And if you realize that your savings is not when you save it in leones, it depreciates as time goes on. Try and put it in maybe in foreign currencies, because if it's in foreign currency, then you have more value for money. And also eliminate debt. Stop taking things that you don't think you might need. Most of the times we get things and we don't need them. You check and you see so many things that you've never used, so many things that you really did not want to get. I will want to share an example with you. For example, if you have something for like 2 years and you've not been using it, it means you never wanted that thing. So stop taking those kind of decision, you know. And when you have your money, try to utilize the savings bit. And for example, if you go to work every day and you are buying lunch, every day you buy lunch for 30,000, every day you buy lunch for 30,000, it's waste of money. But if you can fix your lunch at home, fix your lunch at home and take it, and then it reduces the cost. Maybe that 30,000, you can use it for 2 days or maybe for 3 days. I just want to, just tickle your minds in terms of how you save your money, particularly in this kind of economy that we are living. You need to save your money and spend your money wisely. And I don't want you to always be grumbling that you don't have enough money to spend and things are getting difficult. Just cut your coat according to your size, spend wisely, don't get influenced by people, and don't do things that will make you spend so much money. So thank you, viewers. If this is your first time listening to Chat with Nene Alice, don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe, and don't forget to send in your comments. Thank you and have a pleasant day.